Hi, friends. Today we are going to start learning about the world as we learn over the next few weeks about how people all around the world celebrate different holidays. We're also going to be learning about the world itself. So, we're going to have a little geography lesson. So, I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to read you a story, and then there'll be some things on the website that you can do and that you can watch. Okay. So, first of all, I have this thing right here. Have any of you guys ever seen one of these before? This is called a globe. Can you say globe? And it shows the world. This is what our world looks like. Our world is a circle, which this is a 3D circle called a sphere. Okay, so if you're up in space and you look down, this is what you see. And over here is the United States of America. And we are in Arizona, and we're kind of right up here by the river. It's kind of hard to see in the Grand Canyon. So that's where we are in the whole world, in all of these places. We're up in this little space up here, okay? So we're just a little dot on the world. Now, when we look at a map, we look at a flat map because one, it's on paper and paper is flat. Paper is a 2D shape. But also when we look outside, we don't see a circle, we see flat, we see the ground and the sky because we're just a tiny little speck on this big sphere, so it looks a little different for us. So we're going to be learning on a different map, and I'm going to show you, I'll share my screen. Just a second. All right. We are going to look at a world map that's flat, and we are going to learn about the 5 oceans and the 7 continents. Now, on the continents are big areas of land, and on the continent are lots of countries. And in those countries are states. And in those states are cities, and that's where we live. So over here, the first continent is North America. That's where we live. We live on North America. Can you say that? North America. Now, we live in the country of the United States. Can you say United States? That's our country. Now, there's also Canada and Mexico, and the Bahamas are also part of North America, okay? So we live in the United States and North America. We're one of the countries, and we'll be learning about how the United States celebrates holidays. We'll learn about how Canada celebrates. We'll learn how Mexico celebrates. Do any of you have family from Mexico? Or any of you from Mexico? Yeah, we have some friends in our class who have family that are from Mexico, or maybe family that live in Mexico. That's because this is one of our neighbors, our country's neighbor. All right, so then we also have South America. So we have North America and South America. I want you to say South America. Then we have Africa. Can you say Africa? Good job. And we'll learn more about how to identify these as we go through the year. But right now, we're just kind of introducing this. Up here's Europe. Can you say Europe? Good job. Asia. Yeah, say Asia. Australia. This little one is Australia. And the last one, which is covered in ice and super cold, is Antarctica. Can you say Antarctica? So let's say these again. These are our continents. Can you say continent? We have 7 of them. So you're going to echo me. Ready? North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. Very good. Now there's also oceans. Our world has two things on the map or on the globe. We have green for land and blue for water. Look at all the water on our map, okay? And I'll show you on our globe again all the water. So the water is our oceans, and there are 5 major oceans, okay? So we're gonna learn about these and we're gonna echo them. I want you to say Pacific Ocean, Pacific Ocean. Atlantic Ocean, good job. Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean. Very good, friends. All right, and I said there were 5 oceans, and so far we've named 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the 5th one is not on my map, but I'm going to tell you what it is, and it is the Antarctic Ocean, okay? The Antarctic Ocean, some people consider one of the 5 major oceans. So we have the Pacific Ocean, which is also over here because remember, our world is actually around, it's a circle. The Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern Ocean or the Antarctica Ocean, okay? The Antarctic Ocean. So we're going to keep learning about these, and there's a fun video that I will share with you to learn about these a little bit more. So I want to read you a story about explorers. Explorers are people who travel to all different places. The reason so many of us live in America and we have all different cultures here is because people explored. The Native Americans were the first Americans. They were the first people to live in the United States of America. But then people from Europe started exploring and they came across the ocean on a boat and they came to the United States of America. And after a while, people from all over the world started coming. And that is why we have so many people here. So we're going to read about some famous explorers and what they discovered. You can be an explorer too, and you can discover new things. Sailing, flying, excitement galore. Look, even an astronaut's an explorer. You could explore space. Going where no one has gone before. Little explorers have great big adventures. Look, there's our globe. There's the green for the land and the blue for the water. This little explorer was a Viking, big and strong. He sailed to North America, but did not stay for long. Leif Erikson was nicknamed Leif the Lucky. He was the first European to land in America. He was the first European to discover America. And I say European because remember, the Native Americans already lived here. This little explorer went to China with his dad. Then he wrote a book about the adventures he had. Marco Polo was just a teenager when he left for China. He rode camels, he saw wild animals, and he met a rich emperor. This little explorer sailed in 1492. He was hunting for gold and other riches too. Christopher Columbus sailed from Spain in ships named the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. He hoped to land in Asia, but bumped into America instead. He actually thought that he was going to Asia, but he ended up in America because a long time ago, people thought the world was flat. They didn't know it was a sphere, like a circle, and so they didn't realize that it would go around and that there were other continents there. And actually, he is the one who gave the Native Americans the name Indian because he thought that he was in Asia in the Indies. And so he thought the people that lived here were from the Indies and he called them Indians. But they actually are Native Americans because they were already in America, so they're Americans. He just did not know where he was. This little explorer proved the world was round when others believed it was only flat ground. That means, remember I told you they thought it was flat and not round? Ferdinand Magellan's ship was the first to sail around the world? This little explorer did her very best to lead Lewis and Clark through the American West. Sacagawea was the Native American guide for explorers Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. So she helped show them where to go. This little explorer was brave and bold. He searched for the North Pole, which was freezing cold. Matthew Henson and his friend Robert Peary spent many years exploring the icy Arctic at the top of the world. He looked for the North Pole. That's where Santa Claus lives, if you believe in Santa. This little explorer showed that women could do. She did flying tricks and broke speed records too. Amelia Earhart was a famous pilot. She was the first woman to fly an airplane alone across the Atlantic Ocean. This little explorer dove deep undersea to study life he found there and film it for TV. So see, you could even be a scuba diver and you could explore the ocean. Jacques Cousteau showed fantastic ocean plants and animals in hopes people would protect them. This little explorer was a climbing pro. He hiked up mountains through ice and snow. Edmund Hillary was the first to climb to the top of Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. So you can explore the mountains. This little explorer was an astronaut. He walked on the moon and put a flag on the spot. Neil Armstrong said walking on the moon was one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Did you know that our flag is on the moon? Yeah, the flag of the United States of America is actually up on the moon. Isn't that so cool? So there's some more pictures of people that were explorers that we can learn about another time. All right, I'm going to show you this one more time to show you the blue water and then all the land. Okay, and here's the Pacific Ocean. Here's the Atlantic Ocean. Here's the Indian Ocean. Up here is the Arctic Ocean around the North Pole. So this is the North Pole. And down here is the Southern Ocean or the Antarctic Ocean. And also the South Pole is down here. So we have the North Pole and we have the South Pole, okay? All right, hang tight and I am gonna show you a video that's real fun about our continents and our ocean. All right, I am gonna show you one of my favorite videos and songs about the continents and the oceans that we will watch several times over the next several weeks to help us learn about our world.
Our Earth is a very, very, very big place. It is covered by water and land. It has 5 huge oceans where we can swim and 7 continents where we can stand. Asia is the continent that has the most people. It's also the largest in size. It has the 50 highest mountains in the world. Their peaks reach high into the skies. Second largest is Africa. It's the hottest continent of all. It has the largest sandy desert in the world, and animals both large and small. If Africa's hottest, then which is the coldest? Antarctica, but it's so very cold. It's only home to seals, penguins, and other birds. Though there's snow, it's the driest, I'm told. And which is the wettest? It's South America. Rainforests cover much of its face. Millions of animal species live there. You'll find them all over the place. Our Earth is a very, very, very big place. It is covered by water and land. It has 5 huge oceans where we can swim and 7 continents where we can stand. Let's look at Australia. It's the smallest of continents. The fewest people call it home. Most of its land is the bushland and outback where koalas and kangaroos roam. Now on to Europe, though it's rather small. It has dozens of famous old cities. Berlin, Madrid, Paris, London, and Rome. Each city is uniquely pretty. Last but not least is North America. It's the continent that I know best. It is the home of our own United States, a wonder from East Coast to West. But let's not forget there are also 5 oceans. Please, let me be quite specific. Their names are the Southern, Atlantic, and Arctic, the Indian, and the Pacific. Our Earth is a very, very, very big place. It is covered by water and land. It has 5 huge oceans where we can swim and 7 continents where we can stand. I hope you learned something about all the continents. And
So there they are. There's North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, and here's our oceans: Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, the Arctic is up at the top, and down here is the Southern. Some people call it Antarctic, but a lot of people call it the Southern. You can call it either one. We'll learn Southern, okay?
the names of our 5 oceans. Hopefully someday you will travel to each, but only if you get the notion. Our Earth is a very, very, very big place. It is covered by water and land. It has 5 huge oceans where we can swim and 7 continents where we can stand.
All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed that video. We'll be watching that again. It is one of my favorites, and it's got a catchy tune to it. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about our world. We will continue this over the next several weeks as we learn about people from all over our world and our country that represent our world. Thank you for doing this lesson with me in social studies. I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon. I will see you all soon. Keep being amazing. Bye, everyone.